Welcome to the Power Up Lunch and Learn with Harriet Golden One and Carrie Wood. Oh.
What's up? How y'all bees? Oh, y'all smoke trees with welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. And this is Miss Harriet Hawkins. Miss Hawkins, tell them who you are, what you do.
I don't know. Where am I?
Who your bees with, who your smoke trees.
Got my mic now. My mic sounds nice.
Check one.
I'm Harriet Golden One, and I am the broker and owner of I Golden One Realty and Concierge, a full-service real estate brokerage, local and globally.
Cool. And I'm Kerry Woods, a local real estate investor. We do investing on a global basis too, on national, international, and global. So welcome, folks. What are we going to talk about today, Miss Harriet?
Everything real estate.
Everything real. That's such a broad field. Everything. Where are we going to start?
Well, actually, today after the radio show, we have been invited to speak at a women's empowerment group about real estate, and the things that we're going to cover are real estate related. However, we're going to not only do we motivate and promote real estate and people buying and purchasing real estate and investing, but we also promote people learning to build a career in real estate or outside of real estate, because we talk a lot about wealth building, and that's not always necessarily geared towards real estate. Some form of real estate, like assisted living, daycare, property preservation, it's not directly related to real estate, but real estate are involved in those entities.
So wealth building, huh? So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about wealth building and real estate at the same time?
Pretty much. I mean, it's
Sweet.
all intertwined in some shape, form, or fashion.
Cool. Actually, you can build your wealth from real estate just by flipping 2 properties a year. That way you won't run out of money before you run out of life.
Absolutely. And so I was talking to someone yesterday and just talking about the significance of, real estate and real estate investing, whether someone wants to build that, have that as a career, or somebody who may want to dabble in it, like you said, maybe do 2 investments a year to supplement their income. Hi, Sean. How are you?
Yeah, because guys, you don't have to turn this into a full-time job. Some people choose to do it as a full-time job because once they get into it, they see, the money, and they say, you know what, I like this better, I want to do this. But you definitely can keep your job that you have now, and you can do real estate on the side, and you can make just as much or even more, at your job. Like I say, you can make close to $100,000 or more just by doing 2 deals a year, so you don't have to jump into it full speed. And I recommend for those that want to leave their job and get to real estate, I recommend that you don't leave your full-time job until you actually got a year's worth of your earnings in the bank. In case if you can't get a deal in a year, then you're in the wrong business. So whatever your salary is, whatever you make a year, get that in the bank, set that to the side. Then you're doing business on a consistent basis. If you're doing business on a consistent basis, then you can walk away from your job and then build your business off of that, because this is a real relationship business. So if you build stronger relationships, then you're going to have a better business. So work on building your relationships, guys.
Oh, absolutely, a relationship business, because it's more about the relationships that you build and that you protect, that gains you the business and the trust to be able to be a realtor or a real estate investor. So if you're dealing with someone who knows you and you've built a relationship with them, then the rest of it, I won't say it's easy, but it's easier than...
It's easy.
Well, he says it's easy, so. But it's easier than what it would be just to do it in the blind without those relationships and just go out there full throttle I'm going to invest and I'm going to sell houses. Even if you've studied, but when through that studying, they tell you most times to build relationships.
You know, study. You got to take action too.
Oh,
A lot of people
absolutely.
they so afraid of taking action. You know, afraid they're gonna fail. You can't lose a deal that you don't have, guys. So you can sit down. You can try to learn this business. I've been doing this about 20 years. I still don't know everything about the business. You'll never learn everything about this business. You know, you just have to jump into it and pretty much learn on the go or come under, you know, mentor under somebody that's doing what you want to do. If you want to do wholesaling, find you a successful wholesaler. You want to do rehabbing, you know, mentor under successful rehabber. You want to do buy and hold, find somebody that's got buy and hold properties and mentor under them. But just sitting back and reading and saying, wait till you get it all up here before you jump into it, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And you definitely want some type of other income, because if you look at Congress, they just passed this tax plan. I don't know if you guys been paying attention to it, but what it does, it cuts the corporate tax from 30 or 35% down to 20%. So, and it's adding $1 trillion worth of debt to the economy. So what that's going to do to the normal taxpayer, it's going to put a more burden on the taxpayer to pay more towards that debt. So guys, look at keeping less money in your pocket, because your taxes are going to go up, right? Your taxes are going to go up. Everything that's going to go up, you're going to be taxed at a higher rate when corporate losing theirs. And you're not going to have that money that you used to have. And also they talking about cutting Social Security for those who don't have it now, and raising retirement age. So you're going to have to work longer, right? You're going to have to work longer, and people are living longer anyway. So you working longer, you living longer, but you're running out of money. And if you start getting into the investing, and I talk a lot of times about insurance too. You want to get you a whole life policy along with your real estate investment, and that way, if you living longer, you working longer, you actually have money, so you don't run out of money before you run out of life. But you definitely want to look into real estate investing. And if your congressman voted for that, you need to go ahead and vote your congressman out, regardless of a Democrat or a Republican.
And the sad thing about that anyway is people are already working past the retirement age that is now, because they can't make ends meet and they need to supplement their income. So a lot of times people retire and then they go back working, because that money that they're getting from retirement is not enough to live off on. So now they're extending it. You definitely have to have something in place.
Yep. So, you know, Democrats and Republicans,
they
all work
look out for yourself.
Corporate America. They all look out for corporate America. So speaking of, if they're going from 35% tax rate to a 20%, when, you know, some Americans are taxed, like I myself, at a 35% rate, why not start a corporation? Guys, do what they do. Why not start a corporation? You know, and another thing, foundations too. If you don't have a foundation, if you're doing real estate, look into starting one. You know, Bill Clinton got one. Bill Gates got one. LeBron James got one. If all the wealthy people got one, obviously it makes sense. So look at the foundation. You want more information on foundation, trust, and what's the other one we use? REITs. Well, if you want more information on that, how to protect your money, how to keep your money, definitely get in touch with me.
Cool. How can they get in touch with you?
240-389-4319, or you can send me a property through MarylandHousePros.com, and we could talk while I buy that house from you.
Cool.
Now, speaking of houses, what do you got a special going on for people that want to sell their house the traditional way, right?
Oh, absolutely. We have a special going on where we're going to charge 3%. Generally it's 6%, but it's going to be 3%. And the way that 3% is broken down, because a lot of folks don't know that when you're selling your house, the agent who lists your house has to pay a broker who brings you a buyer to buy your house. So instead of the 6%, we're doing 3%, so they'll save you 50% off. So say, for instance, you had to pay out $50,000 to a realtor to list your house. Instead of $50,000, you would be paying $25,000.
Oh, sweet. And how long is that special going?
Until the end of the year.
Until like midnight on the 31st?
Yep.
So if I call at 11:59, I won't put my house on the market?
You sure can if I answer the phone.
You better answer that phone. That's money. That's money going into the new year. And speaking of going into the new year, guys, if you haven't set your goals, definitely get your goals. Sit down, turn this broadcast off and go work on your goals. Go do your goals. Set your goal for the year. Set your goal for the month. Then break it down on a weekly basis, what you want to do every week to accomplish your goal. And another thing, when I was speaking about those wealthy guys having these foundations, having these trusts in place, they also read. They also read. So if you're not reading at least one book a month, like you behind the eight ball. You know, you definitely got to step your game up. Start reading a minimum of one book a month. So you should have 12 books a year at a minimum. You know, try to read once a week, but once a month is absolutely fine. But definitely get your goals. Sit down today, figure out where you want to be at the end of 2018, as far as, you know, financially, what you call it, not only financially but knowledge too, because I posted something online where you can pretty much get all the college classes anywhere from $5 to $15, or for free. You can actually go get all the college classes for damn near free online. You can actually self-educate yourself, which is crazy. And we got people leaving college, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, working in a job that's not even in the field they got the degree in. When you can educate yourself, man, that's
then
unheard
they can't
of.
pay those loans, and then you have to repay them, and they fall behind, and then it messes up their credit. So it's like a domino effect.
Yeah. Student loan debt is at the highest it's ever been in history. Student loan debt is impossible to get rid of. Guys, so just think about it. You starting off in life in debt. You starting off in life in debt. Then if you get a just over broke a job where they actually say you limited to this amount of money, you know, I don't care what you do that whole year, you can only hit that limit on what you can make. Then you wait for them to give you a 15-cent raise next year. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, I spoke to someone yesterday, and they were saying that their position was abolished, so they can't go any higher. So what they're making is the cap.
Ain't that crazy?
And then, they have to definitely find them a new job. And they just finished college, and this is someone who's in their mid-40s.
So they capped for the rest of their life as long as they stay at that job.
As long as they stay at that job.
So we're going to have inflation, right? We're
Yeah.
going to have a price increase, but you capped at that rate. So that limits. Every year you're going to get more limited. As the prices, as inflation go up, it's going to limit you a more and less that you can do every year. That's ridiculous. So they telling you as you get older, you worth less and less to them, or pretty much your job is obsolete. You know, somebody told me a long time ago, a young lieutenant when I was in the military, he's like, Curry, make yourself marketable. You know, so when jobs come looking for you, you don't have to go looking for jobs. You know, you make yourself the go-to person where everybody needs you. You don't need them. So if one won't hire you, know the other one will, but they fighting over you because you have the knowledge that everybody wants. And I'm telling you guys, you can do that online for damn near free. You can educate yourself. There's no excuses anymore saying college costs too much. If you can put that cell phone down, you can get off that Facebook, you can turn off that idiot box called the TV, and you can sit down just 2 hours a day and educate yourself. I'm telling you, you can go to a next level. That way you don't let nobody predict your income. Never let nobody tell you how much you're worth, because I'll say from the neck on up, you're priceless. You're absolutely priceless. Can't nobody put a price on it. Can't nobody put a price on it. You can't. You just can't.
So from the neck down, you can?
From the neck down, you can put a price on it, but it's going to be hard to price because everybody different. That's the good thing about it. Everybody different. I mean, that's the good part about it. Just like you can have every house in the same neighborhood with the same square footage, the same color, the same furniture, looking exactly alike. Nothing can be different in them houses, but they all different. You know what makes those houses different? It's just like our DNA makes us different. The address. That address makes every house unique. They all can look the same. You can't tell them a difference from nothing. You can furnish them alike, the same size, put everything. That address makes that house unique. You got your own individual address called the DNA, which make you unique. Educate yourself.
Yep, absolutely. So tell me, since you suggested that folks read a book,
Yep.
give some folks ideas who are into reading, or they're like, you know what, it needs to be a change, and I want to start this change today. What book do you suggest? One book that they can begin with.
Man, I like Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar got a book called See You at the Top. where he talk about thinking. You know, when you your thoughts, you know, the thoughts that you have. That's a great book. I read it over and over. I read that book probably about 2 or 3 times a year. It's a really, really good book. It's by Zig Ziglar called "See You at the Top," and he says in the book, people are as you see them, and you look for the good in everything. I don't care how bad. If you go out and wreck your car, right? Look for the good why that happened. That car got wrecked back here to stop you from dying in that accident up there where some other people got killed. So even though it might seem like a bad situation, it never is. And keep in mind, too, I know you probably heard this before. If you think your situation bad, just look at people around you. Go out and look at people in terrible. Go visit a hospital. You see people up there, you know, tubes stuck down their throat, no arms, no legs. You're like, really? Is your situation really that bad? And also you're thinking, whatever you think, you always think the worst. And it's never that bad. Just think of a problem you thought that would never go away in the past, right? You thought, oh man, this will never go away. And today, you're not even thinking about it. It doesn't even exist. It doesn't, and you thought the worst of it. The only reason you're thinking about it now because I just brought it up. Change your thoughts, change your life. But Zig Ziglar, See You at the Top is a great book. You can actually go to YouTube. You can download the audio version if you don't want to read, and you can actually listen to it. But one thing I say, if you're just starting off with books, start off with books that's going to condition your mind. Just like you feed yourself, feed your mind first. Change your mind, guys. Change the way you think. Change the way you see things, and things are actually going to become as you see them. And I say this all the time, the thoughts are so powerful. Everything around you that you see, somebody thought of first. The pen, the paper, the cell phone, the cars, tires, this tide with my grandson on it. Everything. Somebody thought of first, and it became a reality. That's how powerful your thoughts are. So you can think yourself into a new reality. You know, and what's the saying? If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. Either way, you're right.
Absolutely. Change your mind, change
your mind, change your life. Change your mind, change your life. I'm telling you, you'll never have a bad day. The only bad day you'll have, you won't even remember because you won't even wake up.
Right. And I always hear people they say, well, how do you do that? You just do it. You think different thoughts. Will it happen overnight? No, but it's a transition. If you do something continuously, it becomes what you do.
Repetition, just like you learn the words to your favorite song. Just like they taught you your ABCs. They taught you how to write your A, B, C. You do it over and over.
But
just
you have
like
to want to do it.
Playing the piano. You know, you condition your mind. When you get up in the morning and condition your mind, ask yourself empowering questions, man. It's like, what great lies ahead for me today? And when you ask yourself that question, go out and inspect with a level of expectancy. Go out expecting great things to happen for you that day. You know, if you going to somewhere and you like, oh man, like a job interview, man, you're hoping, I hope I get that job. Don't hope. Go in there and see yourself already working in that job. Already, you know, not only working in that job, see yourself getting promoted when you actually running that company, or you actually buying that company, and everybody that just hired you 2 years ago is now working for you because you saved up the money or you put yourself in a position to buy that company. So go with a level of expectancy, not hope.
Because I definitely never thought 25 years ago, 30 years ago that I would own a real estate company.
Exactly. But what made you change your whole perspective, the way you think? What made you change the way you think?
I would say after my mom passed away, my thoughts started changing because she passed away when she was 49 years old.
Wow.
And I was like, that is so young to pass away. And at the time I was 30, and I was like, you know what, I want to just live a different life. You know, if, you know, you never know if you're going to be here today or tomorrow. But my thing was, I did not want to leave this earth and not try to do everything that I wanted to do. At least attempt, you know, fail or not. I wanted to say, well, at least I did it. But what it ended up teaching me was something totally different. If I tried something and I failed, then I had a mindset, you know what, it's another way to do this. And actually, when I started real estate school and in the class, it just, from the instructors, just opened something totally new up to me. So in the class, I was like, you know what, I'm going to be a real estate agent. After 2 years, I want to be a broker, have my own company. Because at the time, I was in IT, and I really loved what I did. But I was like, who am I helping?
Right.
Do this? What am I contributing into the universe. So then is when the transformation started. And, it didn't happen overnight, but it was something I started writing down and I started praying about. And I was eating, thinking real estate. And then I was like, I want to be a business owner and I want to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Then it became more about my children as well, because at the end of the day, I said, what is the lesson that I want to teach my children? You want to leave your children a legacy. Then I became a grandmother, and then the lesson changed again. It's like, you want to leave these lessons for your grandchildren. You want to leave a legacy, and if the only takeaway that any of them have is that, hey, I can be successful and chart my own course and be work for myself, that's a great lesson to have and learn how to build wealth.
Yep, and then the word failure, you really never fail. There's no such thing as failure.
And that's what you learn. You really never fail. You just redirected it the way that you really should go, because the universe is going to shift you where you need to be. And if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you can say, "Well, that's not working. Why does it not work?"
Insanity.
That's because it's not supposed to work for you in that manner.
I don't think they understood that. I don't think that there's no such thing as failure, just an education. I don't think. Can you repeat that again? If you keep doing the same thing over and over, and it's not working for you, then it means it's not meant for you.
Yeah, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, the same way, and you keep getting the same results, that's because the universe is shifting you away from what you want for your purpose, because that's not your purpose.
Yep. That's insanity. That same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Yeah, expecting different results. And, though we talk about real estate, this may not be someone's purpose. However, talking about the purpose, you can put that with anything that you may have a passion to be what? I don't know.
A priest or something. Rabbi.
Whatever. Long story short, whatever your passion is, go for it. Go forward. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Yep, and then the guys, if those that's been working with me all year and you haven't gotten a deal, I hate to say it, but it's your fault. Deals are out there, people are doing deals all around you. You just got to sit down, you got to reevaluate what you're doing. The deals are out there every day, all day. So if you have all the training and you haven't done a deal, it's your fault. Call me, come talk to me, let's sit down and let's look at what you're doing. It's all about activity, guys. The more you do, the better you increase your chances of doing something. So if you haven't done the deal and you're spinning your wheels, let's sit down and let's look at what you're doing, because I can give you the game plan to show you how you can get a deal actually before the end of this year. So not only will I show you how to get a deal before the end of this year, but I help you set your goals for next year too, because it's all about activity. The more activity, the more you do, the more you increase your chance of getting a deal. So if you're just doing a little, expecting a lot, it's not going to happen. But for those that took my training, haven't done a deal, come see me. For those that are doing deals, congratulations. Actually got some people coming next week that's actually doing tremendous on it. So
right, and just this week, you had someone
I love what I do.
Knocked it out the box, and that's the great thing. I had someone call me last week, and it was just amazing, because now she's going around the United States making guest appearances and doing motivational speaking, and she thanked me. I never contributed. I was like, what did I do? And she said, you told me to always believe in yourself and always charge your worth and always think that you are worthy of greatness. And I was like, wow, you never know what words can impact others. So that was like amazing. She's just like, I'm seeing her on Facebook and Instagram with celebrities in all these different places, and she did tell me that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to be a media correspondent, and she said she didn't even know the level that she could go.
So she didn't have that faith in herself. You can be what you want to be.
Yeah.
So
stop listening to people to tell you what you can't be, or getting advice from people who aren't even where you are.
Definitely, I'll tell you. With regardless of what you do, you want successful people really share. They share everything they have, and it's a path to success. There's no secret to it, guys. Don't listen to somebody that's not where you want to be. If you want to get into any field, find somebody that's successful. And make sure that they are successful. Make sure they got a good reputation in the field or when they doing business. Because when I first got into real estate, it was crazy. Some people didn't have a good reputation, and then other realtors didn't want to deal with them, and I didn't find that out till it was too late. So, and same thing with the real estate investors. Some investors have a bad reputation in the business. Other people don't want to be around them. But if you sing with some of these people, you actually listening to them, they can actually ruin your whole career or your whole business before you even get started. So, you definitely want to work with people in integrity, but you want to get with somebody that's successfully doing what you want to do and mentor under them. And one thing you talk about this self-worth, don't expect it for free. Guys, you're not entitled to nobody's time for free. And don't give nobody your time for free, and don't let nobody waste your time. Time is your most valuable asset. You can replace money, you can replace any material thing, cars, houses, whatever, but you cannot replace time. And you won't realize how much limited your time is until you start to get older and you say, oh man, I wish I had a done. You don't want to get older and say, I wish I had it. You want to do it now. So your time, that's why I hate being late, and I hate people when they are late. So, it's not a value of a person's time. That's wasted time, especially if you're supposed to be doing something. I'm sitting waiting for somebody. I could be using that time for something else, and you never know when my time might come up and they might push that button, and I'm like, man, I missed that opportunity because I was waiting on somebody. Or I had somebody waiting on me. So I'll never have nobody waiting on me. I always, value people's time.
Oh, absolutely.
A valuable resource. Time is priceless.
Time is more important to me than money.
Yeah, yep.
You can never regain that time you lost.
Got more time than money. If you got more money than time, then your days are short.
Right. And never allow anyone to waste your time twice.
Oh, no, that's your fault. That's your fault. So keep in mind, nobody's entitled to your time for free. You can give them some of your free time. That's up to you. But remember, your time is priceless. Time is priceless. And speaking of those, the deals, guys, those people that's doing in real estate investing, I don't care where you are, who you work with. If you haven't done a deal, even if you've done a deal, go back through all your leads through the whole year. People's situation changed. They may have told you no at the beginning of the year, but their situation probably changed now. Go back to all your leads and contact them. Send them a card for a holiday, a thank you card. Say, I was just, thinking about you. Has your situation changed? Are you still in the market to sell your property, your house, whatever? And if you go back to all your leads, everybody that you contacted, being that you contacted people, if you didn't contact nobody, then you got nobody to go back to. But go through all those leads. Go back and contact those folks and see exactly what's going on with them. Their situation may have changed. And I guarantee you, if you got more than 100 people to contact, somewhere in that 100 is a deal. Somewhere in that 100 is just based off the statistics. The numbers don't lie. Somewhere in that 100 is a deal.
Cool. So, do you have any classes coming up?
No. No classes. No more classes. No more classes.
For
Actually,
this year or no?
You put me on the spot. Actually, all the mentoring has shifted to online. So it's actually the prices really dropped, guys. It was my whole course was $49.97, but I was offering it for
$499.
4,000 the whole course.
Ooh,
if you go to investor-workshop.thinkific.com, you can take the whole course. And matter of fact, that's
$49.97.
$49.97. That's not even a fraction of what you're gonna make if you follow it. It's guaranteed you about $20,000 at the end of the course.
Half of a deal.
Right, and half of deals. But for those, that's a lot of money for some people. I actually gave it away for $1,000 one time. Then I actually dumped it in a lap for $4 or something, and everybody keeps saying it's too expensive. But you got to pay for your education. It's not free. So what I'm doing now, I'm mentoring. You pay a one-time fee, $97. One-time fee of $97, $20 a month, and I mentor you until you get a deal. I get paid when you get that deal. So if I never get you a deal, guess what? I never get paid. So guys, for $20 a month for me to mentor you, and I give you everything I have. Everything I have. If you go to homecommunityman.com, look at it. It talks about it. If it's something you want to get involved with, definitely get involved with. But I don't care where you're located in the country. I don't care where you're located in the country. I can help you get that deal. And like I said, I don't get paid. until I help you get that deal. So I'm not asking you for that money up front. I'm saying, hey, let me give you results first. And once I give you the results, and then you pay me. So you can't beat that. And if you can find a better deal anywhere else, jump on it.
Cool, 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 cool. I'm going to touch on it since it's the end of the year. And we are close to the holidays and Christmas. We're gathering gift cards and food for children and needy families. So anyone interested, please give me a call at 240-229-1398.
And what's that cost again?
For needy families and children over the holidays, because there's so many people who are going without. I actually had a client, and I get kind of emotional, passed away. It was 2 weeks ago now, and he leaves behind a wife and child. So our office is collecting gift cards, food, whatever donations anyone can make to help them out. It's a mom. The wife is left with 5 children, ages 2, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 6, 7, and 8, and 9.
You know, hold on, put the information in here. No, speaking on that, guys, I mean, if you don't have some type of insurance, it's very, very inexpensive. If you can afford a drink a month, you can afford to go get you some insurance. I always speak on a whole life policy because you can actually borrow on that whole life policy. But if you don't get nothing but a term policy, which, is it what it stay a term? It could be a 5-year, 10-year, or whatever. The whole life is exactly what it says. Your whole life, that policy is in effect. A term can be a 5-year, a 10-year, 2-year, whatever it is. Get you some type of insurance. Get you some type of insurance is very inexpensive, but when situations like that happen, you're the breadwinner. Even if you ain't the breadwinner, if you contribute in half to that house and something happened to you, you never know when something's going to happen to you. Now you're leaving your family in a situation. You're not here to take care of it. You're not here to take care of it. So definitely look into getting you life insurance. It's very affordable. And there's no reason why everybody should have some type of form of life insurance.
Oh, absolutely. And I think some folks have policies as like $5 or $6 a month.
Yeah,
for their term, of course.
Yeah, their
but
term.
It's some insurance better than.
They got all types of names for it. They call it burial insurance, mortgage insurance, but there's only 2 types: term and the whole life. They got different names for the terms, different periods of time, but it's term and whole life. And the mortgage insurance is, say if something happened to you, they'll pay your house off. That's nothing but a term policy. But guess what? That's better than none. If that house is paid off, at least that's one thing she don't have to worry about now is the mortgage, right? So definitely look into getting you a term for $5 or $6, $10 a month, or a whole life policy. If you can afford to drink at a bar, you can going out doing some holiday shopping, you can actually afford to get you some type of life insurance policy.
Oh, absolutely. And I posted the other day, the holidays are exceptionally rough for folks. People suffer from seasonal depression. It seems like there's an overwhelming amount of losses due during that time. And then people just feel alone. And then they think about, what am I buy someone for the Christmas holidays when I'm barely making it? What I learned with having 4 children was that the best gift I could give my children was to make sure they always had shelter, food on the table, heat, water, and of course children don't understand, but do not get yourself behind in your mortgage and your bills for one day to give gifts, because I realized I gave gifts all throughout the year. So, and if you're feeling depressed, reach out and talk to people, because your mind's going to talk to you and tell you you don't need people or people don't care. That's the worst time to listen to what you are saying is when you are depressed.
Self-talk. That's
Yeah.
when you start convincing your mind to say everything. Because for some reason, programmed to always look for the negative. But look for the good in everything. The good in everything. And guys, any negative feeling that you get, whether it's jealousy, rage, depression, whatever, it's going against everything that the universe has for you. Anytime you're mad, that anger, that's just that's your way of letting you know you off track. You need to, reevaluate yourself. You
And
off
stay
track.
away from negative people and mindsets.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
Because that energy, when you're in a negative mindset, that's what you're going to attract.
there are known
can't do that.
knowns and
You're
there are
right.
known unknowns, right? Scott, you cannot see thought waves just like you can't see phone waves. You can't see oxygen, but it exists. All these thought waves are connected. So your thoughts go out and find like-minded thoughts and they connect. So when you start hanging around negative people, it's going to start attract that negative energy and all types of negative stuff going to happen to you. If you don't believe me, try today. Just go find somebody negative and hang around and watch how low and depressed you get. Then detach yourself from that immediately. Go hang around some positive people. But I mean, if you're still breathing, you have no reason whatsoever to be, depressed or negative. I'm telling you, the world is great. It's really great. And believe it or not, everything that's going on with Congress, man, it won't even affect you. It's not going to affect me. It doesn't have anything to do with me because I got my own world that I live in. I create my own reality. It might sound crazy, but it is. Especially if you who your bees with smoke trees, or if you got your own word.
That's a whole nother type of world.
I got bees online.
So, back to the ending of the year and the end of the month. Working on goal setting. What's your plans for 2018? It's just around the corner. What's the plans? Get those plans in order. Write them down. Even if you got to take a few minutes of each day and do it. 2018 can be as great as you imagine it to be.
You know what? I'll do a goal planning workshop. What day is that? Let's do it. We'll do it Thursday. We'll do it Thursday after the real estate happy
But don't
hour.
say Thursday because you haven't decided about the PG car event.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to.
And so you got to do the it's another workshop you talked about yesterday.
Yep.
And
Okay.
somebody else, huh?
So we'll do. You guys just call me
Right, he needs to look at his calendar and put some dates
240-389-4319.
because he just throws stuff out there sometimes.
And I'll help you. I want to get everybody on their goals. You definitely need them goals, though. You need to get those goals before mid-December. You need to know by the time Christmas come what your next year is going to look like. Write it out in the detail as you can. What your financial goal is. What your knowledge, your life, your vacation, everything you want to do. Everything you want to do. Put it on
Personal,
paper.
professional.
Yeah, and then put it all where you can see it all the time, every day, to keep reminding yourself. Your why. Why do you want it? Ask yourself why. Go down 7 layers. Say, okay, I want to quit my job. That's one.
Why do you want to quit?
Why you want to quit your job? Okay, I want to quit my job because I don't like working. Why you don't like working here? I don't like working here because I got to be here early, and I'm not a morning person. Why you not a morning person? So go down 7, ask yourself why? And when you get to the end of your why, when you get to the very end, you gonna know what your why is. I was looking at Warren Buffett was doing an interview, and he was saying that he don't spend lavishly on a lot of stuff. He actually drive a Cadillac. He don't have a driver. He live in a middle class neighborhood, and he said one of the things. Where was I going with this? One of his things that he do. Where was I going with this?
Only you know.
Man, but he was the reason his why he do it. He said he likes the freedom to be able to come and go and do what he want. He said he can do what he want whenever he want, go where he want, be wherever he want. He loves the freedom. It's all about freedom. And when you get to your bottom why, most likely, God, that's going to be everybody's freedom. And then when you ask yourself, freedom, why do I have to get freedom? I thought we were free now. You're not. If you're working for somebody else, if you're working for corporate America, you're not free. If you believe it or not, we are all slaves.
A paid slave?
You can free, yeah, you're a paid slave because they're not giving you
So
your
they're
worth.
upgraded.
and you're gonna be about to they about to take some more money from you when they do these tax cuts. Believe me, but definitely you want the freedom. You like when you get up in the morning, or you want to extend your vacation. You ain't got to put in a leave slip. You ain't got to call in sick. Oh, I don't feel good. And you lying because you want to go to that ball game or you want to go fishing or something. You want that day off. When you don't have to do that and you don't have to worry about the repercussions behind it, like, missing out on money, having to pay bills, or being threatened with being fired, that's freedom. So that's your why pretty much, but you want to write that down why. Then if you can get past that, you want to pass something down generation after generation, then you want to build that legacy. So that's why you do it. You beyond your freedom now. You got the freedom, you got the money. What I do next? You build that legacy so you can pass that down like the Rockefellers, the Fords, the Kennedys. Those guys, those kids, they work because they want to. I look at Paris Hilton all the time. I'm like, man, they gave her an empire. Wouldn't that be cool to give my kids that empire? Think about it.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Wow, wow, wow.
What you got for us? Why?
Wow, wow, wow. That's Rihanna. I don't know. What else we got? Let's talk. We do need some people on the ground in Baltimore, right?
Oh, absolutely. We're looking to hire some folks in Baltimore to do some work on some of our property preservation projects. We're also hiring for marketing assistants on the investment side and on the retail real estate side as well.
What about realtors?
Oh, we're always hiring realtors. Great experience with realtors and newbie realtors too, who have
new realtors that want to go
who
with a
are
great company.
enthusiastic about real estate.
Okay. So back to the Baltimore. What we need people to do? What, like board ups, winterization?
Board ups, winterization, locks changes, leaf removal. As it get colder, snow removal, clean outs, trash outs.
Yep. So guys, if you got a company, or if you know of a company that's capable of doing this, please have them contact Harriet. And what's your number, Harriet?
240-229-1398.
Why not put that in here? So you say 240?
Yep, 240-229-1398.
Now, once they contact you, how soon can they look to get some work?
As soon as it's issued to us, that could be in the next couple days, a week after. It depends on when they send the jobs through.
Yeah, guys, you got to be reliable too. So you got to be reliable.
You do have to be reliable.
You got to be available. So, because when we get these jobs, they have a time frame on them. So we got to turn around in a certain period of time. So when we call you, if you can't do the job, just let us know. It's not going to go against you.
Right, because we get a rating on it. So if we get bad ratings, then that's the less work that we get.
Right, because if you say you're going to go there and you don't show up, and it's like, now they make us look bad, then, pretty soon we keep doing that, then they just going to pull all the business from it. We ain't in the business of losing money, right? Rule number 1, Warren Buffett, never lose money. Rule number 2,
remember rule number 1.
Always remember rule number 1. So we like to empower you, give you your own business, and show you how you can actually do this, because it's very profitable, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely profitable.
Yeah, it's very profitable. So if you just want to turn this into a business of your own and make a living off it, you actually could. You actually could. We just ask that you be reliable and do good business. That's all we ask. It comes with instructions. So if you're interested, like I said, give Harriet a call, 240-229-1398, and we'll help you get started. But not only Baltimore, but we still looking for people to add to our team in the DMV area too, District, Maryland, and Virginia. So if you want to do some stuff locally, outside of Baltimore, definitely contact us too. All we ask that you be reliable and a good person.
Yeah. And if you know anybody looking to buy, sell, invest, or rent, give me a call at 240-229-1398.
Buy, sell, invest, and rent in stocks?
Buy, sell, invest, or rent your house.
Oh, okay.
Or a house, or somebody's house.
Cool. So what you got good for buyers? What's the market like? Is the rates up? We at the end of the year. What's the market been like for buyers?
Rates are slightly up.
Because I noticed the prices, over in DC,
Prices
it's been
are
like, increased.
still.
So if I'm qualified for 150,
It's a seller's market still.
so what's the difference between a
If you
seller's market?
qualify for 150,
Yeah, if I'm qualified for 150 and I want that 3-bedroom house with a garage, what's my chance of getting it?
here
Yes.
in this area,
Hmm.
you have no chances.
Why?
There's no chances of buying anything in this area for 150 unless you got cash. Now, if you have something for 150, call him. The investment side.
No, not. I'm talking about the move, and if I
Retail
want to move
side,
my family in a house,
To be honest, because people don't want to hear it, but on the retail side of real estate, there's really nothing for 150. You cannot buy a 3-bedroom, 2 bath house for 150. In the DC area, if you want a house or townhouse, you should be looking to move-in ready condition to spend 450 and up at least.
okay, that's in the DC area. What about like on the outskirts of Prince George's or Waldorf or something?
In Waldorf, even then, I would say minimum to medium price, 185 and
Okay.
up. PG County, 250 and up.
Okay.
Maybe 265 in PG County.
What about Hartford County?
Heck no. Okay, Baltimore City. You got to change.
Okay, so I brought that up for a reason. We actually have people out here that's qualified for 150, and they want everything for 150. Guys, that's not the reality. That's not the reality. The reality is that we're in a seller's market, and in a seller's market, that means we have less inventory than we would in a buyer's market. So the sellers are demanding, high end for these houses. Not only that, but the market is predicting because we have low inventory and a bunch of buyers. Now it's going to create a frenzy, So it's like,
And the area that we live in.
oh yeah, definitely.
DC, most, except for about 2 areas are just a total makeover from what it was 5 years ago,
Yep.
even 3 years ago. Then PG County, we're right next door. They're doing so many major changes. That's why you see new homes build up and down, sideways in PG County, and even in some of the, the DC areas as well. They're building new communities. What's right over there by Ballou off of 5th Street, they have a whole new townhouse community. So it's the area that in which we live. It's always going to be a high demand for property here. The job market is booming here. You have the federal government, you have DC government, you have the military, you have contractors, we have Congress, we have
Senate.
the Senate, we have the new hospital coming. We have
Contractors.
also, I've been hearing there's supposed to be another casino coming. So it's so much going on. Then you see new hotels. Look around you. Like PG County, right there off of 202 and Arena Drive. That's the call downtown Largo. And they're building a new hotel there. They're building the hospitals coming over in that area. Other businesses are going to jump on the bandwagon there. Those are great places to think about investing or moving. So just look around at what's going on around you. Look at DC again, Chocolate City. It's not so chocolate. It's Milkshake City now.
Diversified.
So diversity is a great thing. Look at they're adding the new museums. They're doing they're investing in the cities for a reason.
Yep, but there's
Suitland.
opportunity anywhere around the metro, guys.
Suitland.
Opportunity. I love this area. You gotta love this area. As far as where we are, it's
You may not
nothing.
love real estate, but real estate, I said the other day, real estate is the gig that keeps on giving. Whether it's retail or investing, real estate is not going anywhere. You're going to have land, air, and chateaus forever everywhere.
Oh, speaking of real estate, if you guys looking for commercial deals, if you're looking for commercial deals, I have off market commercial properties, multi units, off market commercial properties. But if you're a tire kicker, you're a wholesalers, I don't have space for you on this one. Sorry, but I have off market commercial deals. If you're serious and you can actually close, and you're going to be vetted, through my commercial agent, I have those deals for you. So if you're looking for off market commercial deals, multi units, I have those. Contact me at 240-389-4319, and I also got deals pretty much in other states. So if you're
Hey,
looking for property
Meredith.
in other states, let me know which state you're looking at, and I'll let you know if we have something available in that state right now.
Cool, cool, cool. And for those, because I always get a lot of inboxes and Instagram posts about the show. Thank you guys for watching. And will we be willing to come to your area and talk? There's definitely a possibility again, but like Carrie says, he can do this anywhere. He does a lot of mentoring with folks online as well.
Yeah, so guys, we could set up something what's this called, like a webinar or something where we can actually mentor your folks. So don't think that
But
we're
if you're in
out
Italy,
of
you
touch.
want us to come, I'll be on the first thing smoking. Italy.
So
or
if you want us to
Costa
come talk, we do got some events coming up where we have to speak, like we're going to one when we leave here. But we definitely give us a touch. We're on the schedule. If you just want some training, if you want me to come out, actually investors, if you want me to come train your people on how to find more deals, let's talk. I'll train your people for you. I don't want your people. I'll train them for you, how to find you some deals. Same with the real estate brokerage. If you're a broker, if you want us to train your agents on how to find deals, we definitely train your agents. Give us a call. We'll show you how to do it. But also, too, in different states, was it South Carolina and Georgia? South Carolina and Georgia, if you're an independent brokerage, right, and you're looking to partner or you're looking to sell your brokerage, definitely contact us. Contact me at 240-389-43. Missouri? Yeah, Missouri, South Carolina, and Georgia. If you're an independent brokerage, we're not looking for a franchise, and you're looking to partner or you're looking to sell your brokerage, you're already established, give Harriet a call, 240-229-1398, or give me a call at 240-389-4319, and let's talk. So if your office is underperforming and you're losing, give us a call. We definitely want to come in, partner with you, bring that office up to par, and we need to get established in those locations. So we're definitely looking for agents, even here local. If you're local and you're an independent brokerage and you're looking to sell, or you just tired of the business, or you just want to partner, give us a call and let's do some business. See if we can work something out so we can all grow and prosper together.
Absolutely. Give us a call. And if you're looking for a new career or you're looking for mentorship, definitely give me a call, 240-229-1398.
Then speaking of that, you women who wholesale worldwide, what you gonna do with did you mention that? You let the women know?
Oh, we didn't, but definitely if you're a woman and you're looking to learn investing, maybe be mentored, women who wholesale worldwide, give me a call to learn how you can be a part of that. 240-229-1398. We actually, Sabrina Hamilton, who does a lot of, most of my printing, is working on contributing with our logo and a bunch of things that we're doing now. So, it's definitely a way that you can have a new career or supplement the income that you have and build wealth.
Cool. And guys, we ain't gonna let the women outdo us. I'm gonna teach y'all. So contact me. Go to homecommunityman.com.
There ain't
Look
no
that up.
competition.
Hey, yes, it is. It is. Go to homecommunityman.com. Read that.
We
If you want to
owning
get
this
involved,
together.
then let's get it started. But the women been killing us this year. I mean, the women been outperforming us like almost triple of what we doing. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So we got to catch up, fellas. Cool. Well, that's it, right? We through.
Yep, it's 12:58, and we thank you guys for logging in and
Yep, we
tuning
appreciate
in
y'all.
with us. Give us a call if we've mentioned anything that is of interest to you, and if not, we will catch you next Sunday, same time.
Yeah. Peace and love. You get a piece. Love it.
Bye.